Welcome to our show, College Briefing. Today, we have an exciting lineup of stories to share with you. First up, the Ontario Science Centre is set to refund families who registered for summer camps after being forced to close due to roof deterioration. Not only will affected families receive their money back, but they also get a chance to attend an alternative camp for free. Talk about turning a bad situation into a learning experience. Next, we dive into a revelation from Hong Kong, where a new book by Professor Yuen Kwok-yung sheds light on why the city abandoned 7.5 million doses of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine in 2021. Safety concerns, including risks of transverse myelitis and blood clotting, prompted this significant decision. Finally, we turn our attention to the Christian Zheng Sheng College in Hong Kong, which has suspended operations after its bank accounts were frozen amid theft allegations. The school, known for rehabilitating young drug offenders, now stands deserted, save for one student and a few pets. Please stay tuned for the detailed stories. CBC, the Ontario Science Centre has announced that it will begin refunding families who registered their children for summer camps following its abrupt closure by the province on June 21 due to roof deterioration. The centre is also arranging alternative camps at nearby locations focused on science education. Laura Birkenblit, a spokesperson for the center, stated that the refund process for memberships is underway, with ticket holders already refunded. Toronto resident Katerina Gligorajevic, who has an annual planetary membership, expressed a willingness to donate her membership fee but noted a lack of clear instructions in the communication from the center. Joanne O'Mara, a physicist and co-founder of Royal City Centre, emphasized the importance of STEM programming for children, highlighting that about a quarter of jobs in Ontario require skills in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She reminisced about her own experiences at the Ontario Science Centre and advised parents to encourage their children's curiosity and engagement with STEM activities. South China Morning Post, Professor Yuen Kwok-yung, in his autobiography My Life in Medicine, A Hong Kong Journey, revealed that safety concerns led the Hong Kong government to abandon 7.5 million doses of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccines in 2021. Yuen, a pandemic advisor and chair of infectious diseases at the University of Hong Kong, detailed how adverse effects like transverse myelitis and reports of clotting veins influenced the decision. Despite the rarity of these complications, the government decided to donate the doses to the COVAX facility, citing sufficient supplies from Sinovac and BioNTech as the official reason. Yuen also recounted his memorable inspection at Yat Kwai House, where initial government hesitance to enforce home quarantine due to logistical unpreparedness was later overridden by a 5-day lockdown. Additionally, Yuen faced a significant career threat in 2021 from an anonymous complaint to the Medical Council, which accused him of defamation and unprofessional conduct in his comments about the Chinese government's handling of the COVID-19 outbreak. The council ultimately dismissed the complaint, and Yuen reiterated his commitment to speaking the truth for the benefit of public health. South China Morning Post, the Christian Zheng Sheng College on Lantau Island, Hong Kong, has suspended operations after its bank accounts were frozen amidst a scandal involving the theft of 50 million Hong Kong dollars in donations. The college, which rehabilitates young drug offenders, appeared deserted except for a middle-aged woman and some pets. College supervisor Chui Hongsheng called for arrangements for an 18-year-old female student who remained on campus due to having no family in Hong Kong. Principal Alman Chan Shuchuk and founder Jacob Lam Hae Sing, both wanted by police, are accused of transferring funds from the college's parent charity. Police also arrested 4 people for conspiracy to defraud donors. The campus, funded with at least 62 million Hong Kong dollars from the Security Bureau's Beat Drugs Fund, is now under consideration for reclamation by the Lands Department. Despite a change in board directors, the Security Bureau alleged that Chan and Lam continued to influence the charity, accusing the new directors of harboring fugitives. South China Morning Post, the value of a university degree in Hong Kong has become a contentious issue, with many graduates finding themselves overqualified for low-paying jobs and facing limited opportunities for upward social mobility. The city's tertiary institutions have increasingly focused on research at the expense of teaching quality, leading to disillusionment among students and educators alike. The proliferation of universities, now more than 20, has saturated the market, making degrees less valuable. Randy Lee of Ma On Shan argues that young people might be better off acquiring technical skills rather than pursuing degrees that fail to guarantee a brighter future. Despite the rise in global rankings, much of the research conducted is more about appeasing ranking companies than benefiting society. The Sydney Morning Herald, the community of East Brisbane State School faced another setback when a misleading statement suggested their fight to keep the heritage-listed school open had been won. The Department of State Development and Infrastructure initially claimed the school would not need to relocate, but later clarified that this was only until the end of 2025. This correction dampened the community's brief celebration, as the future of the school remains uncertain due to planned construction for the 2032 Brisbane Olympics. South Brisbane Greens MP Amy McMahon criticized the Labour government for their handling of the situation, describing the last 3 years as chaotic and leaving students, teachers, and parents in a state of limbo. Yahoo US, the Los Lunas American Legion Post 85 has made history by renaming itself in honor of Tamara Long Archuleta, a Belen native and U.S. Air Force helicopter rescue pilot who died in 2003 during a mission in Afghanistan. The Post, originally named after a non-veteran who donated the land, sought to honor a local veteran's legacy. Long Archuleta's family and community members attended the renaming ceremony, celebrating her remarkable achievements and sacrifice. From a young age, Long Archuleta was passionate about flying, earning her pilot's wings through the ROTC program and graduating summa cum laude from the University of New Mexico. Her son, Donaciano, expressed gratitude for the continued recognition of his mother's service, highlighting the impact she had on those around her. South China Morning Post, third-year university student Samra Zulfikar, an exchange student from New Zealand's University of Auckland, was bombarded with messages from supposed recruiters offering high-paying jobs that required no experience. She blocked these persistent scammers after receiving their messages multiple times a week. Hong Kong saw a spike in employment fraud cases, with nearly 350 incidents in May, a 60% increase from April. Lawmaker Johnny Ng Kit Chong advised students to be cautious of job listings that promise high salaries but require little effort. He emphasized the importance of verifying company details and warned against employers asking for deposits. Athena Lee, a first-year psychology student at the University of Hong Kong, shared her experience of being targeted by scammers on social media. She recalled an in-person scam where a classmate offered her a job without a business license, which led her to a suspicious car park basement. She later discovered the company was accused of running a pyramid scheme. Nellie Gager, a first-year politics student at HKU, expressed her distrust of job offers on platforms like LinkedIn due to the prevalence of scams. The Hong Kong police have upgraded their Scammeter platform to help users identify scams more effectively. Japan Times, Yoshihiro Uchida, the legendary San Jose State University judo coach who played a crucial role in popularizing judo in America, passed away at the age of 104 at his home in Saratoga, California. Uchida, the son of Japanese immigrants, began coaching judo at San Jose State in the 1940s while he was still a student. He was widely regarded as the best U.S. college judo coach in history and helped establish judo as one of the most popular martial arts in America. His daughter, Lydia Uchida Sakai, confirmed his death. Uchida's contributions to the sport and his legacy as a coach have left an indelible mark on the judo community and beyond. Yahoo US, the Golden State Warriors kicked off their NBA Summer League season with a resounding 105-66 victory over the Miami Heat in their California Classic opener. Despite the absence of familiar names like Brandon Podziemski, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Quinton Post, the Warriors' new faces shone brightly. Daquan Plowden scored 26 points, including 13 in the third quarter, and Ethan Thompson led the team with 27 points off the bench. Reese Beekman, a two-way point guard, showcased his skills with 10 points and a dunk in the first quarter. The Warriors' aggressive defense limited Miami to 28.9% shooting, while their offense thrived with contributions from the new players. Plowden, a 6'6" wing from Bowling Green University, and Thompson, a 6'5" guard from Oregon State, both impressed with their scoring abilities. Beekman, a 6'2" pure point guard from the University of Virginia, displayed his veteran-like presence on the court. The Warriors' performance in the Summer League opener highlighted the potential of their new roster additions. South China Morning Post. China has introduced its first university major in coffee science, now available at Yunnan Agricultural University's College of Tropical Crops. Approved by the Education Ministry in March, this 4-year undergraduate degree in coffee science and engineering aims to cultivate professionals in a country that, while the 13th largest coffee producer globally, contributes only 1.1% to the world's coffee production. The curriculum includes subjects like coffee flavor chemistry, processing, quality and safety testing, and world coffee trade. Yunnan Province, known for its coffee-friendly climate similar to Ethiopia's, is the heart of China's coffee cultivation, producing 98% of the nation's coffee. In 2022, Yunnan produced 114,000 tons of raw coffee beans, valued at 41.8 billion yuan. Yang Shuahu, dean of the College of Tropical Crops, emphasized the need for research and development to be integrated with planting, a gap this new major aims to bridge. The program also includes practical learning like decaffeination processes and aims to foster global internships and exchanges. Other countries, like Switzerland and the United States, have also ventured into specialized coffee education, but China's approach is unique in its comprehensive undergraduate offering. The Sydney Morning Herald. In the aftermath of the October 7 attacks, survivors and witnesses face a wave of denial and disinformation. A poignant example is a meeting where a woman denied the atrocities of October 7, despite overwhelming evidence captured on various cameras. IDF reservist Nimrod Palmach, who witnessed the horrors at Kibbutz Be'eri, expressed frustration at the disbelief and disinformation surrounding the events. Stephen Smith, a genocide scholar, highlights that October 7 denial mirrors Holocaust denial in its spectrum of disinformation, from outright denial to minimizing the event's significance. This denial is not limited to fringe groups but has seeped into mainstream discourse, with some feminists and journalists promoting conspiracy theories. The rapid onset of October 7 denial, compared to the years it took for Holocaust denial to gain traction, underscores the disturbing speed of modern disinformation. The Anti-Defamation League has traced disinformation to influential figures and social media platforms, emphasizing the need to confront and correct these false narratives to honor the survivors' truth and prevent further trauma. The Globe and Mail. At the Essence Festival of Culture, Vice President Kamala Harris and Black Democratic leaders rallied support for President Joe Biden's re-election, emphasizing the critical nature of the upcoming election. Harris, however, avoided directly addressing Biden's recent debate performance or calls for him to step down, focusing instead on the broader threat posed by a potential Donald Trump presidency. The event highlighted the delicate balance Harris and other Black Democrats must maintain, supporting Biden while also being prepared for the possibility of stepping into the presidential race if needed. Black leaders stressed the importance of unity and the significant role Harris plays as the first Black and South Asian vice president. They argued that if Biden were to step aside, Harris should be the natural successor, warning that sidelining her could fracture the party. Despite mixed opinions on Biden's candidacy, attendees agreed on the necessity of defeating Trump and the importance of Harris's role in the administration. Harris addressed skepticism about her readiness and visibility, asserting her resilience and determination to lead. South China Morning Post. Born in Guangzhou in 1917, Yeo Ming-pei, better known as I.M. Pei, moved to Hong Kong with his parents shortly after his birth. Pei's architectural legacy is firmly anchored in Hong Kong's skyline, particularly with the iconic Bank of China Tower, which stands as a symbol of the city's financial prowess and a prelude to China's economic rise. The M+ Museum's exhibition I.M. Pei, Life is Architecture, highlights not just his architectural genius but his humanistic approach to life. Pei's career, marked by prestigious commissions like the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and the Grand Louvre, showcases his ability to blend Eastern and Western aesthetics seamlessly. His buildings, celebrated for their timeless elegance and functionality, were crafted with a deep understanding of space, light, and materials, transcending the superficiality of modern digital designs. In a world increasingly divided, Pei's work and philosophy remind us of the power of architecture to unite and inspire, making the M+ exhibition a beacon of optimism and a testament to Pei's enduring legacy. South China Morning Post. Australia faces a contentious debate over place names containing the racial slur Chinaman, with 253 such names identified across the country. This issue, highlighted by think tank Per Capita, underscores the lingering impact of historical anti-Chinese sentiment dating back to the 19th century gold rush and the subsequent White Australia policy. These place names, like Chinaman's Beach in Sydney, perpetuate racial stereotypes and normalize discrimination, affecting both children and adults. The persistence of such names reflects deep-rooted racism, despite Australia's self-proclaimed multicultural success. Calls for change are met with resistance, revealing an ongoing struggle to confront and rectify the country's colonial and racist past. The debate is not just about renaming places but about acknowledging the contributions and experiences of Chinese immigrants who were integral to Australia's development. Advocates argue for meaningful changes that honor individual stories and promote a more inclusive understanding of the nation's history. South China Morning Post. Guo Wenjing, a young entrepreneur from Hangzhou, China, has captivated public attention with her startup Pika, which secured $135 million in funding, valuing the company at $470 million. Known as Demi Gua, she boasts an impressive resume, including a silver medal in the International Olympiad in Informatics, a Harvard degree in mathematics, and a master's in computer science. Gua's journey from a promising student to a successful entrepreneur in Silicon Valley is seen as a role model for many. Pika, co-founded with fellow Stanford PhD student Chenlin Meng, focuses on developing AI video generation tools, inspired by their frustration with existing video tools at an AI film festival. The rapid success of Pika has not only brought Gua into the business spotlight but also boosted her family's company, Sunyard Technology. While Gua's story inspires admiration, it also sparks debate about the advantages of her privileged background and the pressures of elite narratives. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.